Hey guys, so what's up? Welcome to my channel. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be out of frame today, but you guys will get to see my makeup. So I haven't quite decided what I'm gonna name this video yet, but so far I'm leaning more on the side of like my shop what's on my vanity. But at the same time, these are the products that I'm trying to use up for my project pan of 2019. Up, I have my Baked Body Frosting from Laura Geller. It's almost bigger than my hand. The next thing I have here is my ABH contour kit. You can tell it's so old to the point where there are like so many scratches on here. And the packaging is just fading away. I really like this yellow powder. It's like really great for brightening. I made progress on this one out of all the other palettes or like products I have laid out on my vanity because boom. Look, I hit pan on 2 shades. I hit pan on these 2 shades barely just yesterday. It's also no surprise that I hit pan on that shade because this is the only available crease option I have. Like legit, look at the entire palette. That's the only crease shade. It looks so pretty, right? But if you actually swatch it, it's like powdery. So I don't like it for that purpose and I don't know how to get rid of it yet. I will find a way to use it up, or if you have a suggestion for me, let me know. So these are some pretty natural lashes from Red Cherry, but on me, they don't look that natural because my eyelashes are already pretty long and thick. So when I stack these on top of them, it looks like I'm like wearing like dramatic lashes. Up here, we just have my Great Lash from Maybelline. This is the only mascara I put out on my vanity because that way, if it's the only mascara I have on the vanity, it really forces me to use it up. This is my primer from Maybelline. This is like the redness one that's supposed to like, you know, clear any redness and blur your skin. For a drugstore primer, I do think it is quite nice and I'm almost out of it. If you can tell, this is like flat. And then the bottom is still kind of like, you know, slightly full, but I would say I could finish this before February. I don't know what happened as I got older, but I tried it again recently as like, you know, to test it out for my pan project, and it's not as nice as I remembered. I think maybe because I got older and my skin changed or like the formula aged or whatever, but yeah, it emphasized every single like texture I have, and I don't even have texture or acne, so that says a lot, especially if you know you actually do have problematic skin. So I will find another way to use this up. I have some concealers. Both of them, actually no, all of them are from Maybelline. Maybelline, when it comes to like their facial mascara, concealer stuff, they kill the drugstore game. Oh! But if you look at it, it's already empty. But there's so much on the sponge. Like, you would not believe how much actually exists on the sponge. So I'm going to continue to use it up until it's like all gone. And then I will consider it a real win and empty it out. I transitioned to being cruelty free. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing the pan project. Because I just want to get rid of any other stuff I have that's not. And use it up. But this is the Fit Me concealer. I have 2 different shades. I have more in the back of my drawer. So these are the only primers I use. The Professional from Benefit and then the Baby Skin from Maybelline. I saw on Instagram that these are supposed to be dupes. She's not cruelty free. So we getting rid of her. Well, after I finish her because the powder was expensive. Even for the mini size, this was already almost like $30. So we're gonna use her up, then we're gonna get rid of her and not purchase unless Laura Mercier decides to go cruelty free. Bare Minerals, thank goodness they are cruelty free. And this is just the golden beige shade of their matte powder foundation. This is the only powder foundation I ever owned. I reapply like 50 million times a day and I feel like it doesn't really do anything. So I always go back to my Laura Mercier, but I'm going to try and use it up before spring anyways because Rimmel London is not cruelty free, so let me just use them up. And then this is the only other option I have for eyeshadow, just in case the Carli Bybel one doesn't really have anything. Granted, I do use other eyeshadows outside of like, you know, my day-to-day makeup for like my YouTube life. Obviously, I would, you know, reach for new shades or like other eyeshadow palettes and just other makeup in general. But this is practical for a day-to-day usage. So I just have a small quad full of eyeshadows I might not have from the Carli Bybel. I only have 2 lip liners, not even kidding. This lip liner is a nude lip liner though. Not a nude, but like a nudie rose color. So this is from Rimmel London. I use this for, you know, like my more neutral days, or if I'm using some pink lipstick. And then the other lip liner I have is just my NYX liner. This is in the shade Prune. This is just a purple lip liner. So there's a reason why I only have 2 lip liners. By having 2 lip liners, it's kind of like the same concept of having one mascara. It allows me to use up the 2 lip liners. And look, I'm almost done with the NYX one anyway, so it seems like my tactic is working so far. But yeah, if I do any type of nude look, I reach for this one. If I do like a dark lip liner moment, or like a purple cranberry moment, I reach for the purple one. So this one is from Maybelline. This is the shade 550 nude pink. This is like a really salmon pink color, so I wouldn't really use this in the winter. I wouldn't use this more for spring, so I'm not in an urgent rush to get rid of this. This is a 215 Totally Toffee Maybelline lipstick. This one is like a nudish brown, but it's kind of like on the glossy side, so I can get away with either wearing this alone, or I can pair it with the lip liner. And then I have 2 Rimmel London lipsticks. This one is low-key the same shade as the Maybelline one, because look, the reason why the Rimmel London looks a little bit darker though is because this one is more of like a matte, and this one is kind of like a glossy finish, despite both of them actually being matte lipsticks. So they're actually pretty much the same shade. This is another Rimmel London shade. This one is like a fuchsia, so I wouldn't use this one as much, but this is the shade 05. So I wouldn't use that one for spring again. And then this is my Clinique lipstick called A Different Grape. And then yeah, this is just a purple lipstick. It's kind of like glossy though. It's not like the most purple thing in the world. So I can get away with using like the more neutral and like purple stuff this winter, and for like the more pink stuff I probably won't get into it until like actual spring. So not in an urgent rush to get rid of those. And then this is my liquid lipstick from Anastasia. This is in the shade Allison. Oh, it's upside down. Allison. Here's the thing, I like ABH, I like their lip glosses, I like their lip formula for their liquid lipsticks, or just lipsticks in general. But this is a pretty old product. This is like 2-3 years old, so I have to make sure to really use this up. And I make sure to pair the lipsticks with the lip liners. As you can tell, they're like all within the same like purple nudie family tone. Like I said, I paired them intentionally that way. And then for my lip glosses, I have kind of like a small selection. This is my Sephora collection. This is like the nudist one. And then this is my L'Oreal one. This is like a brown nude. And then my pinky sparkly gold one, because if I twirl it, you can tell like there's some gold sparkles shining through. That's from ColourPop. Okay, so lastly we got some brow products up in here. This is my Benefit brow kit. This is really old, so you can't get it anymore anyways. I use this for my brows actually. It's the Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony. Mario Badescu. I don't really care for it as a facial spray. I feel like I don't really witness anything happening to my skin. It doesn't do much, but I'm trying to finish it up anyways. Look, I'm this close. It's only $16. If I use it up, I can repurchase it. It's technically considered like drugstore price, but it's a really nice setting spray, so I'm not in an urgent rush to get rid of it. Cleaning water. I just use it for like my makeup on my vanity. Those are my brushes in the corner. But that's it for what's on my vanity and what I'm using to complete my pan project. So hopefully, but let me know if you guys actually want to see like a empties hit pan video dedicated to all the stuff I actually finished. So as always, don't forget to like,